We have a long way to go to achieve our sustainable development goals, and as I was just saying, the pandemic made that even more difficult for many implementers like us, as well as governments, to address the need. We are trying to use every available channel to make sure that we're making up for that, be it low-tech solutions all the way through to high-powered internet-based solutions, and now, of course, AI solutions as well.
Geetha, talk to us about that, right? Because as the first non-founder CEO of Room to Read, right? Your success rate benefiting the same number of children in the last 4 years, this is under your leadership, than it has in the first 20. How have you actually done that? And how much has technology helped?
It's a big focus of the organization to leverage our learnings through direct delivery to help governments adapt best practices into the system. And that's been a critical part of accelerating learning outcomes at scale. Technology does play a role, but we have to be conscious of the access issues all over the world. Of course, still about a third of the population not accessing internet-based solutions. And when the pandemic took place, we couldn't get to all of our kids through internet-based solutions. 70% of the children we served just couldn't access the internet. So we were using radio, we were using television, we were using a number of other low-tech solutions. But now there's this opportunity just with the transformations taking place with AI. But the key is going to be to make sure those are equitable and inclusive, to make sure the communities that we serve are part of developing the solutions, testing the solutions, that we're looking at bias with a really keen eye to ensure that the data sets underneath everything are representative and that we're able to continue to improve those to serve more children.
You do a lot of great work on empowering women and girls and the girls' education program. And again, what is the scale of the inclusion problem there at a gender level?
Depending on the countries that we're talking about, especially in low and middle income countries, girls are at a tremendous disadvantage. They're facing issues like early marriage, trafficking, violence against women. They're dealing with issues around reproductive health and sanitation in the schools. So these are risks that are clearly gender specific. At the same time, boys too are being sent off from home in order to work in other environments so that they can provide income back to the family. So the gender issue is not just a girl's education issue, it's a human issue.
A lot of it is educating the parents as well.
Most definitely. The parents, the teachers, the administrators, everyone that's working around these girls to ensure that they don't drop out, they are part of the solution.
Geetha, from a fundraising point of view, we've seen and we report on the rise of social impact investing, blended finance, climate finance is a big talking point at COP29. How much awareness is there amongst philanthropy institutions about the literacy challenge in this region, and what funding model works for Room to Read?
I think there's a tremendous awareness of the issue. Room to Read has deployed just about $850 million into literacy and gender equality initiatives, and that's almost exclusively through private philanthropy, individuals and corporations all over the world, recognizing that without basic education and literacy skills, there's no chance of developing workforces all over the world. So I do think there is that awareness. The key is having different stakeholders coming together with a shared purpose, measurable outcomes, all working towards the same goal so that we're able to get a lot of leverage. And the question around how are governments participating, how are we scaling, that's really about shared focus, making sure there's good content trained to educators, good learning spaces that are safe for children. That should be the goal of all of the philanthropists that are working in this space.